on him. He put insurance on himself. Why you posting the messages? Why you posting the messages? You should have just kept it G. Why you posting the messages? I ain't gonna lie. Cuffem. Don't even post nothing, bro. Tell him to come kill you.
6 months ago, if I told you Reggie, girl he funny, the skit guy, the guy that Kai Cenat literally took to the Super Bowl, would be in DMs sending pictures of himself holding weapons, sending threats to another streamer over a rap battle diss, you probably would have told me I was lying. But that's exactly where we are. And honestly, the weapons in the DMs is not even the craziest part, because what happened to Reggie, it didn't happen overnight. This was a slow crash. And if you actually rewind the tape and see how fast this man went from making skits in Baltimore, being a nobody, to living in the Clover crib with the biggest streamers on earth, everything that's happening now is going to start making a lot of sense. And this isn't a hate video. This is not clip farming or clout chasing. This is a warning, because what's happening to Reggie is a pattern, and there are a lot of creators going through the same thing right now, but they just haven't crashed out yet. So let's get into it. For anybody who doesn't know Reggie, he's a content creator, now streamer from Baltimore. He started by making funny skits online, the type of stuff that was just naturally funny. No crazy production, no gimmick, just a dude being himself on camera. And that's what made people rock with him. He was super relatable. He's that guy in the friend group who's just effortlessly funny. You didn't have to try to like him. He just made you laugh. I'm pretty sure we all have one of those in our friend group. But that authenticity caught Kai Cenat's attention. And we all know when Kai Cenat put that stamp on you, your life changes overnight. Reggie went from making skits in his room to moving to the Clover house, becoming an official Clover boy, streaming to thousands, getting nominated for awards, going to the Super Bowl, not because he bought tickets, but because Kai Cenat bought him. And Reggie himself said it. His own father never even done anything like that.
Like real shit, shout out to Kai, bro. Nigga took me to the Super Bowl before my own fucking dad, bro. Like my dad ain't never take me to nowhere, bro. My dad ain't never even come get me, nigga. My dad said he was coming to get me 100 times, bro. He came and got me 5 times, gang. What happened to the other 95 times, Pops? You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100. Kai basically my dad, bro.
And look, there's nothing wrong with being grateful. There is nothing wrong with acknowledging that someone changed your life. But when you're calling another grown man your daddy, not as a joke and more than once, consistently, that should tell you a lot about where this person is mentally. It went from gratitude to dependency. And dependency is where every problem in this story begins. Here's where things start changing. Reggie went from this humble, funny guy to someone who people don't even recognize anymore. And it didn't happen all at once. It was the little things. The way he started talking to people was shifting. He started carrying himself differently. People around him started to notice that he started to act like he had something to prove. Like that cosign really gave him a level of confidence that unfortunately wasn't earned through anything that he did. And that's not me hating. His own people started saying this. And now this war happened. Black Boy Mac organized this rap battle event, which was a genius idea, by the way. Everybody killed it. But during this rap battle event, Reggie was supposed to go up against Cuffem. And remember, multiple creators showed up, judges were there, everybody was ready, but Reggie didn't even show up.
Everybody else showed up.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
Everybody else showed up. Why everybody else here? Who you think he is? He ain't no PJ right now.
Hey, listen, bro. Flat Boy told me that we was going to do it yesterday. So I thought he was going to do it yesterday. I thought he forgot about that shit. You feel me? But I didn't know it was today. I made my diss the same day he told me. I didn't even know. If I knew I had 2 days, bro, I would have made 2 songs. For me? But let me see.
His excuse was that he overslept. He was up making music all night.
What did he say about me? I ain't even get to hear shit. I was asleep, bro. What part I missed? Like, what did he say that was so fire?
He overslept. Now look, we all know oversleeping, it happens. But when you agree to something that a lot of people set a time aside to attend to, you even had judges there waiting, and then your response was, I was asleep. It clearly is not a mistake. You just showing these people how important they are to you. You showing them where they rank in your priority list. But of course, it gets worse.
They talking about that nigga named Cuffem. We hop out and we lock him up. Matter of fact, hey bro, pass the Glock. We come through, shot it up.
Because Reggie didn't show up, but he still submitted the diss track. And I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. But when you compare it to Cuffem's diss track, it wasn't even close.
Visualize this. Now
visualize this, I see Reggie body in the pack, but I don't smoke no Reggie. That shit me and all I smoke is stress.
Cuffem genuinely went off. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody was giving him his credit, and the credit was due. I'm not gonna lie. He did his thing. Everybody did their thing. I don't think nobody had a whack track, but if you compare Reggie's to Cuffem, Cuffem zipped it up in that body bag. But instead of Reggie just taking that on the chin, he did the opposite. He started going at the judges, accusing Max of rigging it, making excuses after excuses, talking about Cuffem used 2 songs and he only used 1.
Max, you know you're dead wrong because I asked you, I said, bro, we doing 1 song or 2? He said, oh, bro, we only doing 1 song. Why the diss me twice? 2 different songs. What's going on, Max? Are you rigging this shit, bro? I specifically asked the nigga, I said, bro, we doing 1 song or 2 songs? Stop saying there's a beat switch, bro. That was 2 songs clearly put together, bro.
Instead of just admitting you took an L, bro. Everybody has ears. We all can hear. We all were listening to the track. Bodied you, bro. But this is where the ego fully showed itself, because the skip Reggie, the Baltimore Reggie, the humble Reggie, the relatable Reggie would have just laughed it off. Most likely would have made it a joke and moved on. But this version of Reggie couldn't handle it. This version had to be above everybody. Had to be right. He had to win. And honestly, once you can't take an L and just take it on the chin, everything after that just looks like overreacting. But what comes next is when genuinely things took a left. It took a turn that none of us probably expected. Reggie started going at Adin Ross on Twitter, sending some, I would say, threats, talking about hope to see you soon. If you're from the streets or even been around, you know that see you soon is not a friendly invitation. And then Cuffem leaked some DMs, and in those messages, Reggie is posted up with some weapons, telling Cuffem to pull up, saying when he sees him, it's over. Let me remind you guys, this man, he's shorter than Kai Cenat. He's probably like 5'8", content creator, comedian. His entire career is making people laugh on the internet. And that's the guy that's sending pictures of himself with weapons to another content creator over a rap battle that he lost. And T Banks, he called this perfectly. He said the problem with streamer beef is that eventually you're gonna end up in the same room as this person, whether it's DreamCon, TwitchCon, somebody else's event. And when you get there, you either have to do something or you don't. And if you do something, it might fuck around, mess up your career. And if you don't do anything, then you just fucking up your credibility, your word. You can't win. And what makes this worse is that Reggie knows this. He literally said it himself. None of them are gangster. None of them are like that. He admitted it on the call with Cuffem. So he knows he's not a street dude. He's saying it out loud, but then turns around and send weapons and through DM. This is the new generation. That's not tough. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's some real Gen Z shit. You sending pictures of it through DMs. Bro took internet beef to another level, bro. Clearly, Reggie's performing a version of himself that doesn't even exist. At this point, I don't even think Reggie knows who he is himself anymore. And now's where we go from internet drama to genuinely concerning. Everybody saw that Reggie picked up a terrible habit after he stopped smoking, which was positive, so we all thought. But then he replaced it with something significantly worse. So I'm gonna keep this part respectful for obvious reasons. But people around him already been very vocal. Even Rod came out and spoke about it.
And what's this mental health stuff I'm hearing about Reggie? Look out for bro, please. I will. You know the crazy part about me looking out? He's so hard-headed. He listened to me, but he only listens to me when I'm in person. He's so hard-headed. One of these days I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna go chastise him, because I feel like nobody else will. And honestly, the people around him, they don't listen. The people around him turkey. You feel me? Or at least they don't care enough. And I genuinely give a fuck. So besides Nailine, I'm a kid of bean. She turkey. Cause he's still sipping. I'm not turkey. I smack shit and he'll have to just beat me up. And he not. So yeah.
At first he was telling people to leave Reggie alone, but then he got emotional. You could tell he genuinely is worried about Reggie. Even Cuffem, the one that Reggie's barking at, said he's not gonna take this serious because he could see what bro's going through. Everyone on the internet is starting to notice that something's off with bro, and it's genuinely concerning. But here's what got me. Kai Cenat and the Clover Boys apparently sat Reggie down for some kind of intervention, right?
I'd have still been sipping lean if it wasn't for you meddling ass kids. I'd have still been sipping lean right now if it wasn't for you meddling ass kids, gang. Whoever sent a picture of me sipping lean to Kai Cenat, I love you, but I don't fuck with you, gang. I'm already, yo, niggas be trying to get me X'd out, bro. Niggas trying to get me kicked out the Clover crib. What I do?
Like bros is supposed to do. But this was a real lecture, a real circle, a roundabout, everybody, let's talk to Reggie type of shit.
I don't know why I do the shit I do, but sometimes I just be doing shit. But y'all niggas talk about having the boss call and all this. The boss done got on the nigga ass, bro. Big bro done got on nigga ass, bro. I walked in the crib, niggas had a fucking intervention circle. So, like, if you don't know what the intervention circle is, it's like when niggas be like, hi, my name's Reggie. Everybody be like,
And Reggie's response to that was worrying about getting kicked out the crib. His response wasn't, nah, you're right, I need help. His concern was the roof over his head, bro. Going back to what I was saying, dependency. That word again. When you're housing, your career, your identity, your father figure, all of that comes from the same source, and then that source decides to check you, you don't hear concern, you hear threat, and that's a terrifying place mentally. So here's what nobody else is going to say. What happened to Reggie is not unique to Reggie. This is what happens when you take somebody who's genuinely talented but doesn't have a foundation, no stable home life, no financial literacy, no real support outside of the people who put them on, and then you launch them into the spotlight at full speed. Reginald went from Baltimore to the Clover Crib, from making skits for a few thousand people to being watched by hundreds of thousands of people. That's years of emotional development that was skipped because the come up moved too fast. The come up basically moved faster than the growth. And when you don't grow into the position you're in, you start performing, you start pretending, you build this fake persona because the real you doesn't feel enough for where you are. That's where the ego comes from. That's where the aggression comes from. And unfortunately, that's where the substance comes from, because you need something to fill that gap between the person you're pretending to be and the person you really are. And look, I'm not excusing anything Reggie did. Sending weapons to the DMs is insane behavior. Threatening people over the rap battle that you slept through. All of the ego, the aggression, the refusal to take an L like a man, all of that is on him. But mental health is real. Depression is real. What Reggie is going through emotionally is clearly real. But mental health at all is not a hall pass to be threatening people. It's not a shield to hide behind after you were sending DMs and threatening people, telling people you can't wait to see them. You could be going through something and be held accountable for all of your actions. But to close this all out, the bigger conversation that nobody's having, honestly, what responsibility do the people have, the people who put creators on, have to actually prepare the people they putting on for what comes next? Because right now in the streaming industry and a lot of media as well, the entertainment business period, we see this pattern often. Find somebody who's talented, funny, co-sign them, give them access, give them fame, give them money, and then when they crash out, all they say is, I try to help, and move on to the next one. And Reggie is looking like a big example of this. But I genuinely hope Reggie gets the help he needs. Not the internet help, but real help. A therapist, people around him who aren't dependent on the same ecosystem that he's in. Just a real conversation about where this is headed if nothing changes. But if you feel me on that, drop your take in the comments. I'll be responding to all of them. And if you made it this far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the official society, because clearly you're the type of person who appreciates a real breakdown. And that's not all we do here in the official society. So make sure you turn on the notifications so you don't miss a video, and hit that like button so we could get this video out to more people. I'm Gabe Official. This is the official society. And until next time, holla at your boy.
Official